welcome to the Asu Show. Hope everybody's all okay. It's now dark in the UK. Yeah, it is coming up to, I know it is, oh, do you know what? I think my clock might have stopped. It's saying on my clock in the house that it's 20 to 10. It certainly isn't. It is 2 minutes past 10. Hope everybody is okay. I'm sat here with my coffee, a bad knee, a swollen ankle, and just about other gutsful, to be fair. But, you know, onwards, upwards, you know, motivational speaking, thinking nicely, pleasant thoughts, inspirational, and loads of love and kindness to everyone. Who's ready for the show? I know I am. Well, of course, we're going to have Janet, so anybody, just so I don't forget, because I'll keep forgetting to ask her, if you want to go to Janet's website after the show, www.janetrussellpsychicspiritualmedium.com, and my website, www.asu.co.uk. And I think with that, we better get Janet on the show, don't you think? Hi, Janet, how are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. I barely made it. I was like, oh, my God, where's the day going by? You know, how many times I changed the time today? From 11 to 1 to 3 to 5, and I just walked in the door.
Even when we're talking about it, you were changing it. Oh,
Pardon
don't even. I said you were changing it even while we were literally on the phone talking about it.
Yes, I was. I actually was. And I just got done 2 minutes ago talking to our first guest. Chrissy's going to call in at 5:15 our time. She's an animal advocate. I think I told you. She's wonderful. And then we're going to have Markos calling in at 6:15. And Markos is going to be our newest radio hour, like it's my show. Listen to me. The newest radio show starting September 4th. And he is so thrilled and so excited, and we're going to have so many amazing movie stars calling in. So
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I am waiting for him to be sending me the details of who it is, actually, so I'm quite looking forward to that. That will be good.
Did you connect with him?
I did. I gave him a call this afternoon. I literally had a quick chat with him, so that was good. So I'm just writing phone numbers down, so I've got numbers down. I've already got a few numbers down from people that have actually emailed in. Thank you to those that have took the time to email in. That's really, really cool.
I love it.
And we have got one guest I'm going to get on in a minute. One caller, I should say. Well, I'm going to say guest, actually, because she came on last week, and we were talking about what makes a good reading, what makes a good psychic, because we've had loads of different people on the show. And I've had experiences, and like I've said to you, Janet, and you're just like me, we'll only work with certain ones because of the fact that, you know, we know that there's a few that, you know, I can't say aren't up to scratch. Everybody,
do we ever?
You know, I can't say they're not up to it, but I'm just going to say they don't give me the what I'm looking for out of a reading.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
You know,
because,
some of them are general, but, you know, but
because let's be fair, and do you know what? I'm making this guy real, right? I always say about the man who's 93, got grey hair, and he's got a bit of a limp.
Okay.
Only people can take that.
Well, you know what?
We're not looking for that, are we? We're always looking for that bit more. You know, if my nan was going to come through to you, she's not going to talk to you about a load of rubbish. She'd want to give you something that would say, and I could say to you, oh my goodness, how do you know that?
Right, yeah. Do
you know what I mean?
Well, if my nan ever, if my nan ever comes through, tell you. Yeah,
if my nan ever comes through, trust me, you ain't going to get a word in, love, and that'll be a first.
I get many of them when I do. Sometimes I do the spirit communication, you know, like I did one the other day, and I said, "Oh my God, she's as unfiltered as I am," and they laughed. They said, "She certainly is." I like to use that word because it's calming. It's not like, "Hey, is she a crazy cat lady like me?" You know? No, I call it unfiltered, and then I can always use my age, you know, as a backup. You know.
Well, my nan wasn't. I can't say she was a crazy cat lady, but I'll tell you a little story.
Well, I am.
We were literally the one day we were at my nan's, and we'd found these two kittens were in the shed. They'd obviously been dumped, and they were underneath the boards in the shed. Anyway, I said, running into my nan, and I was an advocate from a young age, and I went running to my nan, Nan, there's kittens in the shed. Leave them there. We don't need any more. Oh, but Nan, they might die because they've got no food, Nan.
Right.
No, leave them there. We don't need no more, you know. Anyway, I had to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to sneak some food out there, obviously. But anyway, the next weekend, we're coming down the road. My granddad's brought me in the car, and we're coming down the lane. And as we're coming nearer the house, it's literally a private lane to their house. And literally, as we're coming near the house, I went, Granddad, what's all them balls up the drive to the house? And he went, he said, oh, you better ask your nan that. Oh, and she got them damn kittens, didn't she? He went, I couldn't possibly say. Gets to the house, there with the kittens. Yeah, they're there, sat by the back door, looking very well fed, very well loved and looked after. And they lived for years. One was tabby and white, and one was ginger and white. So, it started me from a very young age. That's all I can say.
Well, when I was a little girl, we always had animals. I love it. Unconditional love. They're innocent.
Definitely.
Babies, and now I can't even travel because I have 8 cats. For me to go anywhere, I'd have to have somebody stay at the house, or I'd have to put them in a kennel, and so 8 of them. Forget about it. You got to give them the shots. You got to recycle them like they're brand new again, just to go away for a couple of days. So I usually like to, if like if my sons are from Georgia or one of my grandkids are around, But I always worry: will they come? Will they clean the litter? Will they feed them? So if I know if somebody's staying here, then I know that they'll do it.
Yeah,
they're like your children. It's the same thing. They can't help themselves. But you're going to laugh. This morning, if I'm busy, usually in the mornings I get up early and I do a lot of my stuff online. So my cats, of course, where's their favorite place is to sit on the laptop when I'm trying to work, So I have to punish them, and I have to put them in the bedroom. They look at me and they get, but Mom, I'm like, don't give me that mom thing, just like children, So I put them in, and all of a sudden I hear a loud bang. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Well, I had a box of paper stuff that, probably needs to be thrown away anyway, all over the floor. And then I walk in, and they're like, oh, look what we did. You're gonna put us in here. Right now they're all in the bedroom because they have to be. It's the only way I can get anything done, even if I do the show. They'd be sitting on the laptop. They'd be trying to get in the phone. Oh, you don't even want to know.
Oh, yeah. I had Olivia just this morning doing the same thing. I wrote a load of stuff out, and she did the lovely thing for me, deleting it all, and then literally closing all my laptop down.
Sometimes I'll have to write something 3 times. I'll be like, it's only my 3rd time getting this out there, because of the cats, But I don't care. I love my babies. I love my babies.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's funny. You and I were chatting this morning, and we started one place. We ended up in a totally different place, didn't we?
I don't mean to be funny. The listeners aren't going to believe that.
It's like starting off in England and we ended up in the United States.
Or somewhere in between.
Or wherever. We just I love you because you're so much like me. We'll start off on one, we're doing 5 things at once, but then we always go back to the main thing, Hey, it keeps life interesting, You know
what, just for the record, I always say to everybody, if anybody's wanting an organized show where we've got like questions and everything like that, did you hear that bang then?
Yes.
Do you know what that was?
They do.
That was my dog with a bone dropping it on the laminate flooring.
Yeah, because he wants the attention, of course. What do you
She's
think?
a madam, that's what she is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, she is, honestly. She's seriously. But I think she's a cross between all of my past 3 dogs, honestly.
I'm sure. They send them to us. You know that.
Yeah. She's quite funny. But no, I've lost totally where I was.
Tonight should be interesting because now we have a new time every week. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to probably get some of the same people calling in and maybe some new people. You just never know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, do you know what? Firstly, I'm going to do as I promised because I said to people if they were literally on the show last week that they were going to be the first ones in this week for a reading. So I'm going to get, I think Donna was one that I literally spoke to quite in length. Hi, Donna. How are you doing? You okay?
Hi, Sue. I'm
Hi,
good.
Donna.
How are you doing?
Hi, Janet. I'm great. Thank you.
Welcome
to
the new time zone. I had us going on at 3 o'clock, so that's where I'm at.
Oh.
Have you had a good week, Donna?
Yeah, it was okay. Not too eventful, but it was okay. Yeah.
Well, not too eventful is good sometimes. Where are you calling from, Donna? And what's your birthday and your question?
I'm in Santa Barbara, California.
Oh, I have all my California people. I love it. And, of course, my phone is beeping, of course, where they're just going to have to leave me a message. Okay, I love Santa Barbara's gorgeous. I was there many, many years ago.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. What's your birthday and what's your question?
April 22nd, 1954.
What a wonderful lady. I'm April 23rd, but I'm a little older, so okay. So you're 22. And what's your question?
I wanted to know about finances. Because at a certain point, I feel like I'm lucky, and I feel something's coming in for me because I want to go traveling, so I have to manifest it somehow.
Okay, first of all, you being born on the 22nd, that tells me that you're a master number. I don't know if you've ever heard when I talk about, I'm not a numerologist, but I know master numbers. Master numbers are usually 11s and 22s. So you either go very high or very low. There's no middle for you. You're either on top of the world or just shut that door and leave me alone, okay? And you now, do you consider yourself more of a Taurus or more of an Aries? I pick you up as being more of a Taurus.
Probably Taurus.
Yeah, because I'm feeling, why Aries are fiery, sparkly, and us Taurians, we're a little bit more settled, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I feel like things are going to start getting better for you now. You did go through your own stuff, as we all did, but something new is coming. And I'm getting chills on this, and it's telling me finances are going to be okay. So I'm not worried. I don't know what kind of, a field you're in, but I do see you stepping. I see you stepping up the ladder a little bit. Do you work now?
Well, I get my Social Security, and
okay.
I just work 2 hours in the morning taking care of a 95-year-old man for 2 hours a day.
God bless you. All right, but you're going to be writing about this for some reason. I don't know why, but when we get older, sometimes wisdom is there. Even though I'll be 80 in April, I still do not believe it.
Oh my gosh, you sound very young.
Well, I am. I'm 29, really. I just tell everybody I'm older. They made a mistake on my birth certificate. I don't know what the hell they did. Somebody's calling me. I don't believe this. My other phone's called. Anyway, I do feel opportunities coming your way. Let me just turn off my. You see, this is insane. I cannot do anything. I got somebody calling me on my cell, and I have no idea who it's going to be. So I'm just going to hang it up. Who knows? I don't know. Feast or famine. I could be sitting here for 100 years. No one. The minute I get on, I get 15. But anyway, I do feel like finances are going to get a lot better for you. But for some reason, I keep feeling like you're supposed to be writing, and even if you're going to be writing about the wisdom of the person you take care of, because I'm certainly sure that this person gives you a lot of insight into a lot of things that the average, the younger person, whatever the younger is right now, is not aware of. I'll give an example. I was at a place I do out here. I was there the other day, and it was so funny because there was a husband, a wife, and a son, and they're all into their cell phone, and I'm like, are you having a nice conversation? They're all into their cell phone. Nobody's talking to anybody, and I'm like, the family of the future, But, and it's sad because there's no more connection the way it used to be, But I do pick up. I do feel like, and I do feel you're going to be traveling as well. So that's going to be good. You're going to enjoy that. But I also feel that with your writing, between the writing, I feel the pictures are going to work well with you as well for some reason. All right, my dear.
Yes, thank you, Janet. I appreciate that.
And now we have a new time, so keep listening. Listen, September 4th, you got to tune in. I have a good friend of mine. Him and I were going to co-host. We're going to call it Medium Magnets. He's an amazing, amazing young man. His name is Markos, and he connects. He's going to call in. He's going to call in at 6:15. He'll explain. But he connects all the major movie stars, all of them.
Will he be giving readings, Janet?
That's what I'm doing now. But the thing is, when we start the show September 4th, hopefully some of the people he interviews, they'll let me give them a mini reading. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a fun show. He's very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, wonderful.
So
okay, thank you.
It's going to be a new enlightenment, So, and we'll be on at 5:00 at night. On that night, 5 to 6. Okay. All right, Donna.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
You're very welcome.
Cheers, Donna.
Yeah, I think what's her name is probably calling in because it's 5:15 here. I think Chrissy's probably calling in.
Yep, I'll have a look now. Cheers, Donna. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's area code 631. So she may be on. Nope. I told her to press 1.
Hold a minute. Let me just have a look. Hold on. Oh, here we are. Sorry.
Okay, great.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hi, welcome to the show. How are you, Chrissy?
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Is that Chrissy?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
no, hold
okay.
on. Well,
we're
just
going to put you on hold then.
Just 1 minute.
We're trying to get our guest on.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good.
Okay, thank you.
We put somebody else on in your name, but then we realized it wasn't you. How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're good. Well, welcome to the show, and welcome to Sue. Sue's amazing. She's just as unfiltered as we are, so you'll fit right in with us.
All right, good. I'm hoping I don't slip.
You'll be fine. I told the audience that you're an animal advocate, and I think that's I don't know how we met. You used to own the tanning salon. That's right. I used to do readings there.
Right.
Remember, I know, I went to your wedding. I know your family. We know the whole thing.
Known each other for a while.
For quite a while, yeah. And the reason I had asked you to come on because I know Sue's also an animal advocate, and I know you do a lot of rescues. And what I like is not only do you and I do a show once a month on Face Talk, but where of course I do the same thing I'm doing here, but you started a whole new line of animals, selling animal. What do you tell the audience? You know better than I do. Tell us how you got started.
Well, besides being an animal lover advocate for ever, I just recently retired, and I just decided that I wanted to do something with animals, not just the average go rescue animals, things like that. I still do that, whether it's a possum or a dog.
Right.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm getting various products that people can use for their dogs, their cats. I even have some bird stuff, various items or whatever, and then also stuff for us humans. And then what I'm doing is the name of the company is called Ciao and Company, and that's on my Facebook page right now. And it's just you go onto the page, you pick whatever you want. I mean, we have anything from jewelry to leashes, collars, glow-in-the-dark stuff for safety reasons for the dog.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
So much stuff. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So I actually want to do a mini video of that. I even have those cute little dog bells. I train my dog to tell me when she has to go potty.
Really?
So now that she goes and she hits the bell whenever she has to go out. But now I think it's more than that. She just wants to chase squirrels. So.
Well, that could be it.
So what I do is every month, I know my dog is so funny. She just sees a squirrel and she's like, "Yeah, I have to go potty," and she just keeps hitting the doorbell. But also, what I do is, since I only just started, is I pick a charity of the month as long as they're a 501c3 nonprofit, and what I do is I pick who's going to be for the month or whatever, and then a portion of every single sale goes to that particular rescue for the month.
See, I love that.
Which I'm trying to give back, and that's my main thing. Is just to give back, whether it's a dog rescue, cat, turtle rescue, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know you and I had a chat the other day because I was actually going to a reading, and I'm driving up and I see a baby deer, and who's the first person I'm thinking of who's going to save him is Chrissy. So
I don't know if
Chrissy.
I told you I had a friend go there, and then they said that the deer was okay, wasn't injured, which is good.
Yes, you did.
Sometimes when they're babies, they don't know what to do, and if their mom gets lost. But so I know.
So we're doing our own pet rescue, even from driving in the car. I'm like, oh my God, I got to contact Chrissy. I know she'll call Strong Island.
I know.
So we're doing
I can't help it. Anything I rescued a praying mantis a month ago.
Oh,
you're
funny. I know you told me. Well, that's good luck.
I know. He was so tiny.
Yeah. So why don't you tell the audience, because we do have a lot of animal lovers there, and I know Sue is as well. How did you get involved, doing the rescues, with the animals? I mean, I know it just took your heart away. I know that. It was great.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, and anybody could be involved with rescue, and sometimes people, like even myself, you can't get involved in certain rescues. Like there was, a rescue that was in North Carolina, Texas, California. Even people sometimes think, well, I can't physically do anything, but even just donating $1, if everybody donates $1, like it helped out tremendously.
Totally.
But there's always rescues everywhere. Every country, every, state has it. It's just, you could get involved. I'm involved in many rescues because it's just
I know Sue.
I feel like I can't pick just one.
Well, you can. I know Sue is. We were talking earlier about what is that one in New York City, Sue? She knows it. I don't know. I want to know
the main shelter, New York City. Yes. That's like the main city shelter, and you have to think about it. There's one in like every borough. There's one in Staten Island and Manhattan, Brooklyn, and it just, how many millions of people live in New York. So all the dogs, the stray animals, whether they live down on 22nd Street or 172nd Street, they all go to Manhattan. And even in Queens, I was a police officer in Queens. We had to bring them at night all the way to Manhattan. And it's just, it stinks, and there's so many dogs, and it's just
maybe we should take a visit there one day, because I know Sue would love to go. Well, I mean, even though she's in England. Because,
and I've been there a handful of times. I've taken like 5 cats. So like I always wind up leaving with something. My husband would kill me, but it's just I've rescued most of the animals. Actually came from me being on patrol when I had worked in Harlem, and a lot of dogs. Dogs and cats they do roam free sometimes, and a lot of them are cats. I've seen so many strays, and all my cats came from Harlem. So
what they do when you brought them back in the police car, saying, "Oh, I got a suspect here."
Well, sometimes my coworkers thought I was a little nuts sometimes. But it's just,
you love the babies.
Yeah, but I mean, what I do is, in case it's a lost cat, we bring them in, have the owner have the opportunity to claim the cat, and then a lot of times, because there's so many animals, they wind up getting kennel cough and things like that, and then they're at risk to be put down. So I always put my name down.
Do you know what, Chrissy?
Yes.
There's a lot of horror stories from there that I get messaged every single day. And do you know what?
100%.
I have actually had it where I've spoken to advocates that have literally been on their way to the NYCACC, telling them that they're actually going in to pick them up, and they've killed them while they've been on the way there.
Oh my God!
Yes, I had I think it was back in 2011. I was working with a rescue group, and we adopted we pulled 2 sisters, and then when ACC has a van and they pull up, and I said, "Where's the other one?" And then he's looking, and then he contacted them. They put her down, and we were like flipping out because we had an adopter, and they said, because she was sick just like the other one. And they said it was an accident. I'm like, that's not an accident.
Do you know what? I don't care.
Like, it's just.
Do you know what? I don't care who's listening to the show. It can be the Queen, as far as I'm concerned. That
she may be. You never know.
That place seriously needs a bomb under it, as far as everybody that's running it, because they are absolutely horrific. I have emailed, I don't know how many. I have rang up Senator Martinez to ask to speak to her, because I wanted literally, I tell you what, I would even jump on a plane tomorrow to go and speak to them to sort it out. Seriously. I have actually got people that are willing. I'm going to kill this dog with a bone in a minute, I swear to God.
No, you're not.
But she keeps dropping the bone off the sofa.
Well, I just had to put the other cat in the bedrooms, and we got to punish them sometimes. You know, they're like kids.
I tell you what, and but literally, I'm not joking. If you have chance to go into there and you can video in there, I really want to see it.
Let's do it, Chris.
Well, there's lots of videos that have come about. There are separate rooms for sick animals. That's how I actually got my cats. They were in there, and then they said, listen, the cat's sick. We're going to put her down. I said, we're coming tonight. We're picking her up.
Yeah.
And that's how I got all my animals. And one of them, which I'm a little upset about, is she was one of our precinct cats, but, you know, we couldn't have the cat roaming around because people are allergic. So she went in. I was like, you know what? She got sick. They called me. And I don't know if because usually they don't do that, but I think they called because I was a police officer in that area. And so they called me, and they're like, you know, she's sick. She's going to get put down, just letting you know. So I picked her up. You know, they give the normal things, shots and things like that. They said, we can't spay her because she's sick. Bring her back in 10 days or get her spayed, whatever. So I brought her home. She got better. I didn't want to go all the way back, and I felt like, I don't know, like some shelters are great, but I just wanted her fixed at my own vet. And then her belly started sagging. I brought her to my vet, and she was pregnant.
Oh, my God.
So then it turns out to be a good story, but it's going to sound bad. So we went there. She had 4 babies. 2 were already dead. And then she had the other, the third one had then passed, and then there was one that was still alive. So she wound up giving birth to the babies, and only one survived. And I actually couldn't separate them, so now I have the mama and the baby, and they're like amazing. But the bad thing was, like, they didn't even check that she was pregnant, and they gave her the rabies shot, and she aborted the babies.
Oh my God!
But do you know what? The other thing is,
all the time that are pregnant. So you know.
But do you know what the other thing is? The actual SPCA. Hold on a minute, I've just hit my wrong thing on my thing. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
So we have background, but that's okay.
It's okay. I've sorted it.
Yeah.
I pressed it.
It's just one of those days.
I tell you what, it's just going mad. Oh, it's the 13th today. That's why. That would explain it. So
that's right. It's tomorrow.
The other story I want to say is about the fact that the SPCA are actually neutering or spaying these dogs and cats. Literally 2 days. Literally put up for adoption, and if they're not adopted, they're literally killing them. So these poor dogs are literally going through an actual operation and then being killed.
Oh, that's true.
Now, one, how on earth can that be cost effective? 2, what on earth is going on for that to happen anyway? And 3,
terrible.
This was even some advocates were actually going on their way to pick these dogs up that had their operation, that thing. And do you know what? You're right. There is so many getting diseases in that place because it's not being sorted out.
It's not clean, and I know what happens, like, you know, your school, your house, everything's supposed to be clean. We get a cough once in a while, but it's just, if it's constantly clean, there shouldn't be that much, you know, sickness there.
But do you know what? There is hundreds and thousands, and I say this because I know this for a fact, hundreds and thousands of advocates across the world, right? Absolute across the world that are literally retweeting, sharing, Facebooking, everything. These dogs every single day, right, from New York, right? Every single day.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that they can't get advocates in there to freely help them to clean the place up. I've got people who are willing to go in there tomorrow and start the no-kill in there. So that they will literally help do more.
Yeah. And Chrissy, maybe you and I one day we need to take a ride, you know, go in there and see if we can just, you know, talk about our show.
Yeah. And another thing that stinks is if you've ever, you know, when you go into at least the one that I've been in the New York City ACC, it's small, and you have the whole entire Manhattan. That's millions of people, and if half of them have one dog, they all go to that one place. That's another reason why all these dogs, cats,
how many
get put to
can
sleep.
they actually take in there? Do you know?
I don't. From being in there, honestly, it's a couple stories, and it doesn't look. It looks like only it's like maybe a couple hundred, 200. I'm not sure. I mean, cats, they have so many different, like, because cats are small, so you could fit a lot more cats. But, you know, it's not that much. Like, it's really, I feel like, you know, even our municipal shelter in our town, it looks a little big, but it's small because we have, you know, like 1 million residents, and there's strays all the time. They're at capacity. Our shelter's at capacity now, and they're begging for people to adopt or pick up their dogs, especially since we had 4th of July, and everybody is still, even like up until I think it was 2 nights ago, I still heard fireworks, and they're scaring the dogs. My mom's dog ran away, never ever ran away, heard a boom, and she took off down the road. Thank God she walks her every day. She came back, but nobody's picking up their dogs because they're like,
sad.
Who cares?
Yeah, well, we care.
But,
I mean, come on, you got to care.
Good.
All right, well, anyway, my dear, you see how fast that time goes? Like,
I know.
Why don't you tell the audience, you know, how they can get in touch with you, your website, and, you know, and if they want to purchase anything from you, you know, or check out, you know, I know you and I are going to be doing the show on the 23rd as well. Yes, and I know you and I are going to be doing our face talk on the 23rd. So, was it 7 o'clock at night? I don't even remember. I know I have it written down. In my book.
I think you said around 8, but you know what? You know, we'll aim for 7:30, and we'll probably get on at 8.
Yeah, that's good. We do it once a month, you know, and then, you know, and we'll talk about what, you know, like what we're talking about now, that you were our guest on the Ask Sue show.
Right.
All cool.
Right.
So
and what I wanted to add really quick was about ACC. You know, I can't rescue all these dogs and stuff, but I donate money, even though it's in New York City. I'll donate $20, $25, and it all adds up. Yeah. And you know, which is great. So I mean, if you could put in a couple bucks, it can help save a dog. You know. So.
Yep.
But and my website for Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely send me an email, a message, or whatever. I'm on Janet's friend list, so.
yeah. And we do. You know what? Maybe you can connect with us when we do our live show on the 23rd.
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be cool. You can come in, and we could share with you about what you do as well on your show.
Yeah.
Good thought.
100%.
Pay it forward.
What's your website, Chrissy?
So on Facebook, it's Ciaubella and Company, which is spelled CHOBELLA and Company, and you know, just put in the search bar and you'll find it. If you go on my page, you can find Janet's stuff. If you go on Janet's page, you'll find my stuff, vice versa. And like I said, every single item that's sold is going towards the animal rescue. And the animal rescue I'm doing this month is called Heavenly Angels Animal Rescue.
Ooh, I love it.
This month's thing. So.
Good.
Yeah. So that's it.
All right. Well,
thank you so much.
I
appreciate it.
Oh, thank you,
take
Chrissy.
care,
I'll see you soon, and we'll be doing the show soon. All right, honey. God bless.
All right. Take care. Thank
Cheers,
you,
Chrissy.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, honey. Bye-bye. She's a sweetheart. I mean, her husband's a police officer too, you know. And she retired. She she got hurt on the job or something. But I know you go over there, and you know, when you get greeted with all her little dogs, and then she's got her cats, and you know, and they're all love animals, you know.
Yeah,
so
definitely, definitely.
But she's a good girl. Maybe her and I will, you know, we work out something where we could actually go in there, and if she knows anybody, since she was a police officer, hey, you know, maybe we can get some inside scoops. You just never know.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Oh, anything like that would be great. Absolutely, anything. Absolutely anything. Right, so shall we go to the phone lines then?
Yes, because at 6:15 we have Markos calling in, but so definitely,
Yep.
And you know how fast the time goes by.
Oh, just too fast. I've told you before.
No.
Hi, we've got Laurie on the line. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, ladies. I'm doing real good. I'm enjoying your show.
Thank you. Who are we speaking with?
Lori?
Maury?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just didn't hear it. Where are you calling from, Maury? What's your birthday and what's your question, honey?
Okay. My birthday is May 28th, 19...
Oh, my son's birthday.
Oh,
what year?
Wow. 66.
Okay. So he was 60... I think, he was 61. Okay. And where are you calling from?
My name is Lori with an L.
Oh, Lori. I'm sorry. I thought you said Maury. Lori. Okay. And where are you calling from, Lori?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay. Hot there, I bet, right?
Always.
I know. I love it there. And what's your question, my dear?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you could give me any insights into, I've got a house on the market, and I'm also feverishly applying for work from home jobs. And while I'm directing my questions to those areas, I welcome you to tell me whatever you believe I need to hear, even if it's
First of all, it's funny. Your birthday is the same day as my son, and my son is selling his house in Georgia. No coincidences, as they say, I guess. I do feel like you will have the house for sale. But now we're in August. When I was a realtor, okay, and since you're in Florida, my suggestion would be the best time for you to sell your home, and it's really coming up, is September, October, because I'll tell you why. The realtor, the banks, if they don't have cash flow, if they'd have to go through a bank, they like to do the closings by the end of December, only because they like to close out their records in the plus. So I would say, if you have the house on the market now, with the snowbirds coming up there, I feel like it's going to be sold sooner than later. I feel like you're going to probably have 3 people that are going to be interested. Okay. For some reason, I need to say the second person that's interested is going to be the one that's going to be, that's going to be able to get it. Because some of them may want you to hold paper. I don't know if you have a mortgage on it or not. Some some of them want creative, financing, which would be something like that. But I'm feeling like it's probably, and I feel like whoever's going to purchase it, I definitely feel like they're going to be in the medical field or something. It's almost going to be like their runaway home. But I feel very good with it, And what was the other question you said? I forgot.
Oh, that I am a writer, and I'm seeking to work from home doing any kind of article work, and I've already put energy towards that, and I'm just patiently waiting to be blessed.
Well, you are very creative, so I know that for a fact. What type of author are you? What do you is there anything specific that you go for? Basically, that you like to write about.
The spiritual writing, spiritual.
Oh, I love it.
So it's just very universal. None of this things that are too deep, but yet they hit you pretty deep. But it's all uplifting, and what I do is I encourage people to seek their own spirituality, and I don't put any things out there. It all flows to me from my heart.
Well, that's where, and you know what I like about you? You're very honest, and I am too. I call it unfiltered, because if you're in the metaphysical or in the spiritual world, you have to. It's like that clear line to God. That's the way I look at it. It's like that umbilical cord to God, And when you take it from there, and you know that He is the leader of everything. I'm not a religious person, but I am very spiritual. And you know what I always feel? It's nice to be nice. And there's so many people that don't look at it that way, But I don't know why, but I keep on feeling when I'm talking to you, I keep seeing a sunflower. Now, to me, a sunflower is extremely spiritual, and it's every morning it's like a new beginning. So, and I'm getting chills when I'm telling you that. So, to me, my thought and my feeling would be, whatever you're going to be writing about, you need to be sitting in a field of flowers.
Okay.
And I would say sunflowers or daisies. It's got to definitely be a yellow flower. Oh, I'm getting such chills, oh, my God. Because to me, that's the freedom, that's the spirit, and that's the cleansing and the clearing. That's what I'm being shown. So when you write, for some reason, you're going to get inspiration through the spiritual mold, but it's also going to be connected with planting the seed. That's perfect, because what do flowers come from? Seeds.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote the name of your book, Planting the Seed.
It took me all out of my brain. That's my absolute favorite color is yellow flower.
Really? See?
Yes, yellow and gold. It's all over my blogs, all over my websites.
Well, there you go.
Roses. That is.
Love roses. My email name is RosebudJanet because I love roses. That's the only reason why, So, well, I'm on Facebook. I have probably 4 different pages. But why don't you connect with me and and we can start putting out some of your websites and stuff. I have no problem with that. I like to share. We go to the page that's got the. I guess I got close to 5,000 on that one page. I have 3 other pages, but that's the one I usually only go to. It's the one where I'm smiling with my thumbs up. So you'll find it.
What is your website?
Lori, what's your website?
Oh, okay. You can go to loriannj.com, and then on that one it'll give you links to others, as well as an e-sign out of the UK.
I love it.
Okay, we'll have a look at that. Definitely.
Yes. Okay, my dear. Well, thank you for calling in. I hope you enjoyed your mini reading.
It was a blessing. I appreciate it ever so much.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Anytime.
I'm selling the house right now, so I'm actually doing the real estate agent's job. That's how.
Oh, I did real estate. Yeah, I did real estate for many. I was top producer,
Wow.
So it's interesting. You meet some interesting people, but I do feel like you're going to have 3 very interested people, and the second one I feel is going to be the one that wants to purchase it. Let us know.
Is her name begin with the letter A? Because I think I've already met her. She's in the medical field.
Really? Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see. Well, that's perfect. That would be perfect. So let us know and stay in touch.
I will. Indeed.
Okay.
Good luck
Cheers,
with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
That's so nice. She had beautiful energy, that lady.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Do you know what? I love it when we just get somebody random on and they're into our thing. It's amazing. I love it when you get it like that.
I know. I do too. I love it too. It is. It is funny how birthday's the same day as my son, different year, but same day. And he's trying to sell his house in Georgia, so it's no coincidences, as they say.
So if anybody's wanting a house in Georgia right now, get in touch with Janet.
Yes.
She'll put you in touch with her.
Yes, he needs to sell it. It's a beautiful house. He renovated. He put a lot of money into it. It's in a tiny little town that you can walk to everything: the post office, the library. You don't even need a car. There's 3 churches on one side of the street, I believe, within walking distance, and he wants to sell it, he just wants to sell it, and I'm like, I'm trying, but I'm in New York, you're in Georgia, and you're in England, so there we go. Maybe get somebody from England that wants to buy it. It's a perfect time.
Not just that. Hey, hold on a minute. I've probably got more American followers than I have UK to be fair, so you need to send it.
Yeah, well, if they want to move to Georgia, it's a cute little town. It's maybe 3 miles from where the President Carter lived. So it's like, I guess it's maybe 2 hours out south. I guess I don't know. I guess it's south of Augusta, Georgia. So it's not in the mainstream, but it's a cute little area. It's nice. I've been there. He actually bought it hoping I would retire there, and I'm like, nah, my work's here. So. So I'll be here forever, for another 100 years. But,
I can't follow you. Right, where are we going now? Let me just have a look, find this number.
Sure.
Hold on. So where are you this week then, Janet?
Oh my God! I have to look at my schedule. I am all over the place. Okay, I mean, what I'm doing now, since I'm so busy, I actually just put. I will read you what I just did this morning. This is what I wrote. Due to my busy schedule and my new venues, all readings must be reserved, no exceptions. I will give you the choice of locations, but you must reserve. Sorry, it's getting crazy, but a good crazy. New locations. I have a place locally here in Midford that I actually was there prior to me going on today. It's a little wine lounge, and I'm going to be doing a group. He's going to do a wine tasting there, and it's like when you walk in there, you walk into a different century. He's got all, vintage furniture. I love it. I felt like I so belonged there, So we're going to be doing a wine tasting there, and then I'm going to be doing a group reading, and that's on the 22nd, which is coming up. Then we're going to be doing a psychic fair on September 8th that I literally just planned, and I'm going to have some of my fabulous readers. I believe I might have had some of them already on as guests on this show. I've got, of course, myself, and then I've got my friend Maureen. Maureen's an astrologer. She does astrology, numerology, and cards. Then I have Arlene. Remember we had Arlene on a while ago?
Yep.
I did her show. She's a quantum healer. Then I have my friend Helen Kay. She's an angel card reader. And then I have Kat Smith. She's a tarot reader, but I think she does regular cards too. She's also a medium. And then I have my dear friend Edna Randall. Edna is she's Native American, okay? So she's also a spiritual medium, and she does cards. So, and it's so reasonable. This guy is so great. We're only going to be charging $35 a person for a 15-minute session, and it also includes a free glass of wine. And then we're gonna take, like I have them fill out these little cards, and someone's gonna win a free phone session with me. So it's called the Vintage Beano and Vino Lounge. It's 33. I'll give him a plug. 3316 Route 112 Medford, and his website is www.vintagebeanoandvino.com. But what a nice guy. I'm doing a lot of my private readings there. They've got room to do fundraisers there. They've got room to do groups there. So it's going to, it's my home away from home. When you walk into a place and you just don't want to leave? That's that kind of place. They've got, he's got one set of like a table with 4 chairs from the 1800s. You walk in and it's just amazing. So I got that coming up, and then I do LA Fitness, which is a gym. I usually go there like twice a week, and then I have a kitten cadoodle where she has the cats there. Beautiful little place. It's a cat cafe. One side is a vegetarian, cafe, and then the other side is where she does classes for the cats and everything. Then I have another place, and I love the Bean Coffee House. I'm there usually Wednesday and Friday. They have the best. My addiction, my only addiction. I think they call it acai bowls or something. I have no idea but it's the best. It's made with fruit and I'm addicted to it. And then I get I really am. It's scary. I've never been addicted to anything, but it's almost probably like a drug addict that needs a fix when I go there. Oh no, I never did drugs, but I love it. So I'm there twice a week. So and then I've got my other place. Oh God, if I forget that, she'll kill me. Is Gavin's Treasures, and this is a place out in Santa Mauritius. It's the sweetest little boutique. She literally, when I walked in there, I've been there about a couple of months now. When I walked in there, the first thing I said is, "Oh my God, the angels are here." Well, little did I know that, and I'm getting chills even saying that. But little did I know that her son had passed, and I felt I was invited there, and somebody had recommended me to go there. And as I was leaving the place, I found a white feather, and I went back in and said, "This is for you." And she said, "Oh my God, my Gavin." She said he sends feathers whenever, he's comfortable with something. The following 2 weeks after that, I went in, I was doing my readings, and I bought all flyers and stuff, and a dime falls out, and my daughter sends me dimes. So I said, well, I guess they both approve of us being here. So, but she's got a whole wall of angels. Lovely, lovely lady. Lovely lady. She's actually out in Utah right now, so she's got some business now.
Got you.
So they're all good places. I'm very selective on where I work. I like to go where the energy is good and where there's a cleansing or a clearing. I don't want to be around any negativity because negativity drags you down. We know all about that. So I have to be around positive people and positive energy.
Yeah.
So I'm very selective on where I work.
Yeah.
But I am busy.
Definitely.
I work 7 days a week. And then once a month I go into Nassau County where, it's a hair salon there. So that's the first Tuesday of the month. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
So I usually go in there and I do my read. I get home like 11, 12 o'clock at night and I leave here at 8 in the morning. So long days, long days. But it's profitable, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
So I'm not busy
definitely.
at all. I'm very bored. I do nothing.
Yeah, right.
Sit around the house, whatever. But yeah.
Oh, do you know what? At the moment, literally have got my feet up. That's all I can say, to be fair.
I know. Yes. Well, you know what? I'll put you on the prayer list, and I'm concerned about your ankle swelling, though. That's.
Oh my word! You wouldn't believe. I've
would.
had my knee up. Right, it hasn't got better since,
God.
and then they've turned around and said that I need a new knee, and now my ankle is all swollen up on the other leg. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, well,
my other half this morning woke up, right, and he said, "You all right?" And I went, "Same as usual, love, And he said, "Okay then, shall I ask a different question?" I said, "What's that?" He went, "Is there anywhere not hurting?" I went, "Yeah, my eyelashes."
Perfect. I love it. You're just funny. I know. I love our chats because we do start one place and we end up another, and we always laugh about it, which is great.
You wouldn't believe, honest to God, like an old woman of 90, I swear. Anyway, should we go to the phone lines? Because otherwise,
hey, honey, be careful. I'm almost there, so be good.
You're not. You told me you're 29.
Ah, well,
so can't possibly
I know. I lie a lot. What am I going to say? Yeah, I know. When I look at that birth certificate, it says 1940, and I certainly don't believe it.
Yeah, that's not true. Anyway, area code 510. Hi, welcome to the show.
Oh, hi.
Hi, this is Tasha, Goddess Moon. How are you ladies doing?
We're doing. Who are we speaking with, please? I didn't get your name.
This is Goddess Moon.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Goddess Moon. That's beautiful. Oh, my God. That's
because I was born June 22nd, 1975, but I was reborn on my son's birthday, 8/12/1995. He just made 24 yesterday. So I was reborn.
Well, I so understand that. I actually had I should say near death, but I did die to 10 minutes ago, God, for 14 seconds. So I understand how when we come back, Well, I do.
You got to
do you have a question
for your kids? Yes, I want to hear a message from my father because I miss him so much. I was born with a hole in my heart, and I'm incomplete without him.
Oh, okay. Well, I have heart issues, so I understand that. Okay. All right. What I keep on seeing is he's sending you. Oh God, I got chills on that one. He sends you a lot of love, and for some reason, he keeps showing me like a neck piece of flowers. Which because if that means anything, I don't know. But it's like the connection to the earth and the moon. He's very much around you. He's very proud of you. He's letting me know. He is telling me you're a strong woman that's very unfiltered, which you are, but you need to be. Okay. He wants to celebrate the birthday of your son. Okay. Your son is a very talented. How old is he?
He's 24.
Okay. He's very talented. Your son. I will tell you that right now. And he's very creative, but I do feel that he needs to speak up a little more. He's very spiritual as well, but I see him in politics. I don't know if you're going to be happy about that, but I do see him speaking up or law or something. He's got a beautiful soul. Beautiful soul.
He got it from his mom and his grandpa.
Well, of course. That's like I went to my grandson's wedding, and all my grandkids and my great grandkids are very good looking. So I said, well, they all get it from me. Where else would you get it from Grandma's genes?
Yeah.
But is your son involved? Is he married or is he with someone yet?
He's with this girl named Brianna. I look at her as my daughter-in-law, but he's not giving me any grandkids. So I'm trying to see what I get.
He will.
Okay, I'm trying to be sure.
He's going to surprise you, but there might be twins. So it's either twins or.
Well, I'm a triplet.
Oh my God! Well, I'm definitely picking up twins either under the sign or under the sign of Gemini. Which are twins, of course. But But now, how long is he with this girl? Do you know her birthday?
She's an August too. She's a Leo too.
Ooh, she's a strong little lady.
He's been with her for 3 years.
Okay, well, I will say by the end of this year, they're living together right now?
They're living with me.
Okay, oh, good. Okay, I would say by December, they will have some news of pregnancy.
Okay,
That's
so what about my love life? What about I'm sacrificing my love life? I love this guy Henry, but he just had a baby, and I want to know will he commit to me?
He had a baby from somebody else?
Yeah, I'm willing to wait for him.
Oh, honey, please, you're worth a lot more. Please. What's his birthday?
His birthday is 12/21/79.
All right, so, oh, please, my dear, you deserve so much better. So much better. You know, I know what it is when you fall in love. I've been there, and, whatever. But the bottom line is you are worth so much more. No,
I
you
know
can't
that,
settle.
but I'm willing to wait for him. I'm tired of looking. I'm tired. I've
you
been
may have
divorced
to wait in another lifetime, my dear.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, please, honey. Don't sacrifice your happiness to wait. No, he's got a little child he's got to raise now.
I don't care. I got kids too. I don't care
God.
about that. I don't care. I love him.
I love you for being unfiltered, but oh my God, somebody's
got
to
Hold a minute. Let me ask a question. Hold on. Let me ask a question then, and I'm not in. This isn't a psychic question. This is me talking. Right. So, how long has he been with his previous partner? Is he still with her, or is he just staying there and then saying to you, as soon as the baby's born and everything's fine, then I'll leave? What's the score?
Yeah, right. That's what he's going on.
He's
going
not
on the
leaving, babe.
Right,
Sorry.
I'll tell you. Right, okay. Let me say something to you, right? I'll say different, okay? I will say to you, this is me personally, Sue, no spiritual. This is just me, Sue. I would say to him, I will give you, say, 2 months, 3 months at the very most, right? He's got a baby. He's got to do what he's got to do. That's fair enough.
Right.
You've got to give him a time and then say, no, mate, I'm worth 1,000 times more than this. You either want me or you don't. And give him a date. And soon as he gets that date, right, you ring back in the show, right? And then we'll speak to him live on the radio.
Yeah. Well, I get him the end of the year when my son gets gets pregnant. I'll get him the end of the year.
August, September.
I'll have my granddaughter that I never had a daughter. I have my granddaughter.
But I need you to know, don't waste your time. I did that with somebody that I still care for, many wives and many children. And you know what? When they don't cut the ties from their past to start off fresh, then you need to cut the ties. Because you're worth so much more. Don't settle. Go for the best.
I'm ready to settle. I'm tired of living.
No.
I'm tired.
Okay.
Honey, I'm 79. I'm 79 and I'm still out there checking it out.
I'm sick of this life. I cleared my karma. I'm ready to go be with my father.
Oh my God, please.
Right, listen. Right, hold a minute. Right, just stop for a minute. Let me just say something to you. Firstly, I lost my brother to suicide, and to say something like that really hits my heart hard. So that's the first thing.
I lived my life already. I'm done.
Right, so listen. If you've lived your life already, let me say something to you. You should appreciate yourself much more, right?
That's right.
The second thing is, right, at the end of the day, how long have you been waiting for him already? See, like, let's face it, I'm sorry to everybody, but I'm quite blunt at times. 9 months ago, he was having sex with this girl.
That's right.
Right? So how long have you been waiting for him?
My kids got in the way of my happiness.
Never. No. They're blessings to you. Don't ever say that.
Come on, man.
They're blessings. No, honey.
Damn if I don't.
Well,
we're
all in the same boat.
So how long? Hold on. How long have you been waiting for this guy already?
Yeah.
We've been knowing each other for 3 years.
Well, if he has a day to move in 3 years and he keeps getting her pregnant, honey, you move on, please.
I don't want to move on. I'm tired of looking for men. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, but you're not going to. But right now he's with somebody else.
I don't want nobody new. If I can't have him, I don't want nobody. I want to go be with my father. I want to be with my father.
No, you're not going anywhere, so don't even think about that. You're going to be changing dirty diapers pretty soon, so.
No, my kids is. I'm not changing shit.
Well, when you have those babies, you will be.
I'm not changing shit. Fuck that. Got me fucked up.
All right, my dear. You have a blessed day, and you in prayer. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, this is too funny. Well, you get to a point in your life you have to, somebody's calling me. That's right. Story of my life. When I'm on the phone. But the bottom line is, you we all have a path to lead, but she shouldn't just wait. You get tired of waiting after a while, and then you just say, hey, time to move on, I know our boy Markos is probably waiting patiently.
He is indeed. He will just have heard that last phone call and thought, oh, my word, I'm not going with this. Hi, Markos. How are you doing?
I know.
Hi,
he said that?
He's here.
Oh, so you want to bring him on? Hey, Markos, how you doing, honey?
Good.
Good. Well, you're a little early, but that's okay. We like you to be there.
6 o'clock.
So, meet Sue. I understand you spoke with her already, which is great. So, why don't you tell the audience? I know you've met the best of the best and the biggest of the biggest, and I'm so happy that you're that you're going to join the radio show, and now you're going to be international. Hey, what the hell, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Awesome.
You certainly deserve it. I know you're, and one thing about Sue, one thing about Markos, he's a gentleman. I mean, I so respect him, and he's a good man. Hard. Any girl that gets him is going to be very lucky. I need you to know that. His mom and dad brought him up so proper. He's wonderful. He's a wonderful, wonderful young man. So now, after I told you all those good things, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about what you do and how involved you are? And, God, I've met so many famous people through you. And we're going to do our show called Media Madness, which we did
Media
a show
Madness.
like that eons ago. So why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself? You know how we share everything. Nothing's hidden with us.
Yeah.
You know that.
Exactly.
So introduce yourself, which you're very good at doing, we know.
I am Markos.
Yes, and you do Digital Journal.
Yes, and one of the editors there, and I'm a 3-time Best of Long Island winner.
I know you are. Who is your most favorite interview? And I'm like in awe that I know you just interviewed Barbara Streisand.
I didn't interview her. I reviewed her.
Well,
there's a difference.
Similar. So you basically watched the show and then you spoke about it. So it's similar,
Yes.
She's got to be amazing. I'm certainly sure she is. And I saw you the night before, and you didn't even let me in on that little secret. You were going to see Barbara Streisand. I would have begged you, but then
I know it was hush. I'm very secretive. I'm very secretive. I pulled a Michael Bublé on you. Remember, like that time with Michael Bublé?
Yep. Yeah. I did a movie with his wife. He's a very handsome, very kind soul too. My God, I like him. Good people.
Yeah.
So who is it that you? And I know you finally interviewed Billy Joel. Remember the day we met him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so amazing.
You were so like, oh my God, that's Billy Joel. I said, okay. So we go over, we talk to him, we get pictures. That's the way we do it. But who was the most interesting out of the thousands? What did you do? Like 11,000 interviews already?
11,400. Yes.
I tell you, you're right on. Count it out. You count it out. I hope you have a journal. I'm sure you do of all of the interesting people that you've done.
I do.
So, who do you think was the most interesting? I'm not going to ask you who was the most boring because we don't want to put anybody's bad name out there. And then I want to ask you who is the person that you would love to interview, but you haven't had an opportunity to as well right now?
I have a tie for my two favorites.
Okay.
It's two of them. Bret Michaels from Poison, the lead singer.
Oh, yes, he's great. He's very handsome. Okay.
And also Dan Reynolds, the lead singer of Imagine Dragons, the rock band.
Oh, cool. So I'm certainly sure when they hear that you're going to have your own show, I'm certainly sure they'll be knocking down the doors and they'll be calling you saying, hey, wait a minute, you're on international now? You're on worldwide, 30 countries? I certainly need an interview with you. And I sincerely well, it's going to happen. You know that. You know my gift. You know how things happen,
Yes.
And actually, it's funny because you and I were just chatting today, and I said, wait a minute, out of nowhere, I said, you meet so many people and you're so interesting. Why not let's see if Sue have the time for you to do a show? And just like making a cake. It's there. So it's really cool. I'm excited.
Thank you, Sue.
So
it's quite all right. Quite all right.
And and you'll be bringing on a lot of interesting people. And I guess I know a lot of your the people that you interview, you do it sometimes on the phone and sometimes in person,
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask you one little question. If you can, if you can't, it's okay. If you could just ask them their day and month of their birth, and then I could give them a little mini reading if they want to.
Okay.
If not, then that's fine. That's fine. So so I'm sure right now you're also thinking of who you want to get on, and we have to have Mike Del Judas. I love him. He's one of our favorites from Big Shot, and actually he's how we met Billy Joel through him. And we just saw him a week ago. We just saw him, and I remember saying to him that he would be doing that. He's going to be doing a movie. I definitely feel that around him, But when we first met him, when I had shared that he'd be on TV, he'd be doing his music, and Kevin James, he said the week later. Remember, contacted him to do his show.
A day later.
Oh, it was a day? I thought it was a week. Wow, really? Wow. And then I remember when we talked about him traveling with Billy Joel, and he said, "From your lips to God's ears." What was it? 2 weeks later, he was traveling with Billy Joel.
Yeah.
So it's all good. All good. So is when we do the show, I mean, it's going to be an hour show, and you know how fast the time goes by. It goes by amazingly. So So if we have anybody that's interested in being interviewed by you, but they have to be quality people, because you do quality people, of course.
I only do quality people.
I know you do. How can they get in touch with you, Markos?
On
and
Twitter,
where can they find you? Where can they?
Twitter.
Well, why don't you give the audience the information? Because it's going worldwide.
Power Journalist on Twitter. At Power Journalist on Twitter.
Power Journalist. Okay, great.
Yeah, Twitter.
And
on Twitter.
Okay, Twitter, but you also have a Facebook page too, don't you?
Yeah, Markos.Papadatos on Facebook.
Okay,
yeah,
great. Good. So I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Media magnets are back out there doing their thing.
The return.
So is there anything else you want to add that you'd like to add?
I'm trying to think who my dream interview is going to be that I haven't done yet.
Yeah,
there's two. Again, there's two.
Okay.
That I've never interviewed. From
Who's
the
that?
Females, I'd love to someday interview Stevie Nicks, because I've never interviewed
her
yet.
Yeah.
I've reviewed her many times, but I never an interview. So hopefully, Stevie Nicks, if you're out there, I'm available. And from the men,
now it's international. I think your phone's going to be ringing, especially when they hear that you're on worldwide, because a lot of them want to get out to the other, not just the States, but out, to other countries.
Yeah, it's nice to branch out.
So why
from
not?
North America.
What the hell? It's great, and you can talk to them right from your own, couch or wherever, And who's the other person?
Michael Phelps, because I do all these swimmers, but I've never done Michael Phelps.
Yes.
But
I know you're very big into the swimming and the sports as well. Yeah.
Every day, swimmers nonstop. Yeah.
I know. I see that, and you have a lot of, you interview a lot of, people like that, and you even interviewed me. Remember a while ago?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You were one of my first.
Oh, which was very nice. So. So is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, media magnets. That was so much fun.
I know. Well, here we are back again. So now, Sue, will they be able to call in as well, like we're doing now when we do the show there as well?
Do you know what, Janet? Sometimes I do wonder about you, honestly. How do you think the other people who are getting readings ring in?
No, I know. I'm saying when he.
Yes.
That's one of those things.
For anybody who's just joined the show, don't worry, Janet's not like this all the time. Only 59 minutes of the hour, okay?
That's it. I give them 1 good minute, and then that's it. Then it's like today. I had us on from 11 to 1, and then 3 to 5, and finally, when we spoke, you said, "Oh no, 5 o'clock." I'm like, "Oh, all right, that's fine with me,
Yeah, hold a minute. Can I just say something? You didn't. I said, right, well, I'll speak to you about 5. Yeah, and then she said, I'll speak to you about 7. And I'm like, no, why?
It's one of those days, like I say, you know. But we got it all together. We got it all together. See, like I say, I'm unfiltered. Well, what the hell? We have fun, though. That's the important thing, you know.
A lot of fun. We always have fun. Always
yes,
have fun.
Do. Got to. Yep.
After Janet takes her nap.
Oh well, you know my nap. You know that I laugh every time I get a little grumpy. Markos will email me, take your nap. I'm like, oh yeah, gotta take the 20-minute hour sleep. He even knows. I laugh. I say, take the nap.
I always tell her, take a nap.
I know. So.
Do you know what? I can feel a load of pictures coming on Facebook tomorrow, Marco. We'll just send little pictures of take a nap things in, okay?
Geez. Well, you're going to laugh. Talking about taking a nap, okay? And I'll share it with the audience because they don't know me, but they will one day, hopefully. I went to visit my son. He had a barbecue. Was Sunday, okay? So I get up like 1 or 2 in the morning. My cats get me up, and sometimes I get the nap, sometimes I don't. So he caught me taking like a 5-minute nap, sleeping there right in the chair with my mouth open, and I woke up saying, did you take a picture of me? And he laughed, and he says, I'm putting it on Facebook. I said, well, we could just call it a family fun day then. That was a little big, you know.
Marco, we need to get hold of that picture.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
You know, well, I mean, I tell you, and, you know, I said, oh, my God. And, you know, and of course he had to show it all over to everybody there, you know, like, this is my mother. And I'm like, my grandma, actually, because that's my grandson. I'm like, oh, give me that picture, you know. So, I mean, if he does send it to me, if he does, he's not on Facebook, so, you know, so maybe his wife will share it with me, and then I'll share it and say, this is one of my good days. So
it's just a power nap, that's all.
Well, that's all I need is 10 minutes, and I'm right back, you know, snapping away like a snapping turtle, you know. So anyway, so we are looking forward to having you on, Markos. We can't wait.
It's
going to be fun. So, and we're going to be promoting it, so you know that already.
I'm hardcore. I promote everything hardcore.
Yeah. So it's all going to be good. So, anything else you want to add on before we get back to the phones?
Nope.
Okay, good. So I will talk to you later probably or during the week, and we'll pass the word around, so it's going to be good.
Thank you, Jan.
All right, my dear.
Okay.
Blessings
and
love.
Marco.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, you're quite all right.
Speak to
you. Have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. He's such a nice young man. He's such a gentleman. You know, here I am, almost 80 years old, and when we go to the Paramount and we go to Mulcahy's out here, he's always grabbing my hand, and I'm like, they're probably thinking that I got this young guy here, you know, that I must be a billionaire. Little do they know that he's just a good friend of mine, you know. But he's a sweetheart. His mom taught him well. She taught him very well. She's a good lady, you know, very respectful.
Yeah.
And I like that with a young man. You know, he's talented. He's a teacher. I mean, he's very dedicated, and that's what I like about him. He's a good boy.
Exactly.
It's nice to have people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Shall we go to the phone lines again?
Of course, yeah.
Right, let's pick a random, shall we? Area code 914. Hi, welcome to the show.
914, you there? I think that's Florida. Is anybody there?
Nope. Okay. That wasn't a very good random, was it, to be fair? Should we try another one?
Well, you know, maybe they'll call back. I don't know. 914 is my. I think my grandkids live in. That's Florida, I believe.
Right. Area code 707. Hi, welcome to the show.
707.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Janet.
Hi. Who is this?
Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Where are you calling from, honey?
California.
Oh, our California friends. Okay, great. And what's your birthday and what's your question?
5/25.
Oh, got another Gemini's. 5/25. Okay. What year are you on? Well, you don't want to say.
No, I don't want to say.
Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. You know,
it's got the same birthday as me, just for the record.
That's right. You're a Gemini too.
So be nice, Janet.
Yeah, I have a son that I adore that's a Gemini. I have an ex-boyfriend that's a Gemini. We shall leave that there. No, he's a good guy. Well, yeah, whatever. But anyway, what's your question, Valerie?
I know last time I spoke with you, you described this tall gentleman that I'm going to be meeting in September.
Ooh. Okay.
And I was wondering if I can get any more information on him, and will I be working this month?
Okay. Well, I do not remember my readings. I hope you're aware of that, okay? Because, when I read, it's like I read it and then it's the reading is for you, not for me,
Okay.
I'm still comfortable with this. I still feel very comfortable with this person. Okay, I like their energy. I feel very safe with them, and and for me to say that, that's something that's rare. But I feel like this is someone who. I feel like they're financially okay, so they're not going to be saying, "Hey, can you loan me a couple of bucks?" Because I feel like they have been there and they've achieved. That's what I'm being shown. So I feel safe. I feel good with them. I'm not picking it up as being negative at all. So that right now, that's what I'm being shown. And when did I say you were going to meet him? In September?
Yeah.
Well, we're almost there. I do feel by the water, so I don't know if you go to any restaurants or any events by the water, but I do feel that. I don't know if he comes from California though. I don't know. I feel like it's almost like I feel like he had to travel to get there. But it could be either a family situation or a business situation. But I like him. He's nice.
Do you see the job? Maybe the job I'm going to is going to be around water.
What kind of work are you going to? I don't remember.
Oh, I'm in healthcare.
Oh,
medical.
Child care or healthcare?
Healthcare.
I couldn't hear you.
Healthcare.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I feel that it may be in the same line as you are, possibly. But I like the energy. I feel safe. But you got to let us know. You got to let us know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I need to say congratulations. So I feel very comfortable with it.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's good. That's good. So stay in touch. Let us know. Okay.
Okay. Are you seeing the work coming in August?
I'm feeling safe with it, okay. I don't remember, what I had told you last time, but I do see opportunities coming your way. Okay. And when you least expect it, it's going to happen.
Okay.
It's almost like it's going to be put in the palm of your hand. That's what I'm being shown.
Oh, that's nice.
Can't beat that. That's perfect. All right, my dear. Stay in touch and let us know how you make out, Valerie. Okay, honey?
Certainly. Thank you.
Thank you again for tuning in.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love that we get people that constantly get in touch with us. That makes me feel good. So
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Right.
So we have.
Let's go to phone lines again.
Okay.
Area code 515. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's Sarah. Thanks for taking my call.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
First thing I want to say is you have beautiful energy.
Oh, thank you.
I just pick up. You're very kind too. I don't know you. I don't know where you're from, but I love your energy. You sparkle a lot. When I say somebody sparkles, it kind of shows me that people really like to be around you.
Oh,
you're also you're a healer as well. For some reason, I'm picking up a lot of angels around you. So after I told you that, what's your birthday and what's your question and where are you from?
8576 in Nebraska.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was through there once a million years ago. Nebraska. Is that a quiet state? I keep feeling like it's very state, like pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, other than like Omaha and Lincoln, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And what is your question, my dear?
So, things are kind of strained with my parents right now. Do you see How do you see that resolving?
Okay. First of all, I would tell you you're a very strong-willed lady. I would tell you that. Well, I said that. I like your energy. You have a beautiful soul. And your birthday is on the 5, so 5 to me is a multitasker. You're in a lot of different directions. But everything you do well, okay? Do you have a brother?
No.
Okay, who is the male that's causing some situations there?
My dad.
Okay, what's Dad's
and
birthday?
Mom.
Okay, what's Dad? What's their birthday?
May 22nd of 56.
Okay, and that's your dad. What's your mom?
December 2nd of 55.
12/2. Okay. All right. First of all, your father, your father is going through his own stuff right now, okay? He is born on the 22nd, and that is a master number. And people that are born on the 22nd and the 11th either go very high or very low. Is he having some health issues right now? 'Cause my back is killing me. Now, I don't know.
He's had some issues.
It could be emotional, too, you know what I mean? But because it's almost like I feel like I'm driving down a road that's got a lot of potholes. Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm being shown. Okay. Your mom, I like your mom. She does work better with a partner, okay? Your mother is very concerned right now about your dad. I want you to know that right now. Are you an only child, or do you have other siblings?
I have 2 other siblings.
Okay. All right. Are you close to them or no?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, just give me the male or female and just the day and the month. I don't need the year. I want to just see what's going on there.
Sisters, both sisters.
Okay.
September 8th and October 26th.
Okay, 9, 8, and 10/26.
Yes.
Okay, so your one that is the Scorpio, the October person, she went through a lot of hassles, I will tell you. Things should be getting better for her. But now the September 8th sister, anybody born on the 8th of any month, when they come in, they have to come in as the caregiver. So, in other words, I feel, and I could be wrong, but I feel she is the one that wants to tell people how to run this and run that. She feels that she's got the responsibility, and she feels, it's almost like, I hate to say it, but she feels sorry for herself, and I don't like to even say that. But is she trying to, nudge a little bit and stuff going on?
I'm sorry, what?
Is she trying to get involved in stuff that's going on with your parents?
Not really.
Because I'm feeling like it's almost like I feel like she wants to control the situation. Like I say, I could be totally wrong.
She lives way out of state, and she doesn't have to be around a lot of things. I think that's her way of controlling.
Well, because I'm definitely feeling like it's almost like, she contemplates. She's not look, you have a great family, but every family, including my own, we have some little things happening that we're like, why did that happen? Things happen the way they happen. But with your parents, somebody's kidneys, somebody's back, there's something to do with the lower back, big time. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with their emotions, but I feel like I'm being weighted down. In other words, like I have 100 pounds of potatoes on my shoulders that I can't get up and do what I want to do. Would that make any sense?
Right now it's a little bit stressful time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's more around your dad, though, than your mother. That's what I'm being shown. I'm being shown your mother is trying to keep it together. Your mother's got a great personality, but I don't know if it's your mommy, but somebody's got definitely lower back issues or kidney issues or some because my back is literally, it's like somebody's pounding on it.
Yeah.
And I do feel your father is I don't want to say obstinate, but I want to say obstinate about getting help.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, he doesn't go in until it's absolutely necessary.
I know, and well, but that's the 22. Mm-hmm. They're either very high or very low. Okay, but I'm concerned more about your mom right now with stomach issues too. So it's almost like GERD, she doesn't want to get the ball rolling, but I'm picking up my stomach. So she's under an enormous amount of stress. I will tell you that right now. So if there's any way that you could maybe step aside and just, ignore what they're saying and just be a good daughter, because you are a very good daughter. But sometimes
they're
they
making it
that.
very difficult. I recently moved back in with them.
Ugh, that's the hard part.
Oh, my word, you poor thing.
Yeah.
I don't really care for my mother's family,
so
I don't really go around them, so she's upset about that.
Yeah.
My dad's dog.
Did you go in there to try to help them, or that you just, at the time, you just needed to be there?
No, I needed to be there. I had some issues with work and going back to school. Okay,
but how old are you, honey?
I'm early 40s.
Oh, all right. You're still a baby in my eyes, because I'm going to be 80. So you're like a newbie. Well, you know yourself. I mean, like I have grown children in their 60s, and it's almost like there's like a reverse role. Like you want to help them, but they don't want to hear what you're saying, because it's almost like, look, I got it this far, this long, so I can do it on my own. But then they have to do it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like something's going to come up for you with school, and, maybe you can share a place with someone. And I do feel work's going to come up for you as well. What do you do? What kind of work did you do?
I work in the insurance industry.
Okay.
But,
well,
I have some medical issues, and just easier to move back home, but now it's becoming more stressful.
I understand that. No. Yeah, well, they want, they are your parents, but it's almost like they want you to take care of them, but that's not what the situation is,
No,
but,
I'm honestly about ready to just walk away, because they're not respecting my boundaries in a lot of ways.
Well,
with,
see,
like,
that's
telling
the thing.
people my medical issues and.
Yeah, well, that's not. They have their own medical issues. Let them deal with that first, before they. I mean, they do love you. They do want you there, but I feel within a month or two, probably by September, early October, that you'll be sharing a comfortable place where you're not going to have to be. Right now, I feel like you feel stuck, but it's a temporary thing. So.
Okay.
Just make your plans, write down your journal and write down what your hopes, wishes, and dreams are, and it's all going to come about. You have a really good, the minute you said hello, I just picked you up as being a very kind person. You have a lot of blessings. You have a lot
Thank you.
But, the thing is, it's still your parents, so, we don't pick our parents, but our parents pick us. If you would understand that part of it.
Yeah.
So, but stay in touch.
I will literally say to you that I don't speak to my mum and dad, and I'm not saying don't speak to them. All I will say to you is you'll get to a line where you have to put yourself before.
Exactly.
Do you know what? I can hear it in your voice that you've just about had enough of it all. I think you've never put yourself first. You put everybody else first.
Right.
And it's time. And do you know what? I struggle myself saying no. So I will say to you, start saying no.
It's a very hard word. I had to learn it too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
because you're worth more than what you're getting right now. You're worth a lot more, and you're going to rise.
Yeah,
you're going to be fine. Everything is timing, my dear. And the situation took itself there for a reason, and you're going to grow from it. So. It's like dating a guy saying, "Oh my God, what I really don't want in that person." The next time you find one,
Yeah.
But we'll keep you in our prayer and stay in touch. Let us know how you make out. Oh, you're so welcome.
Okay.
Honey. You have a beautiful soul.
Speak soon.
You need to know that. Okay.
Bye.
God bless.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
She's got such a gorgeous soul, this lady. I mean, I could just feel it when she just said hello. Kind.
Do you know what? I can honestly, she's actually still listening. Let me just say, I want to send her a big hug because I feel that's a very deep girl who's going through a lot of struggles, and I might even give her a call after the show, actually. Cause,
that would be nice. Yeah, she would probably.
Do you know what?
That.
There's sometimes it's quite weird. Sometimes it's easier to speak to a stranger than it is to speak to the closest.
You know,
what I mean?
So true. When I do my readings, I always ask for a hug because they say that the endorphins, you pass it, and it's nice to be nice. It's nice to pat somebody on the shoulder or just say, "Hey, how you doing?" It makes them feel special. We all want to be special in some aspect.
In literally the next couple of weeks, all being well, I'm actually going to be doing a show about depression, about people that have come out of it, and about people that have, are thinking about suicide, and also families that have actually been at the receiving end of it, that have been left behind. Because it's, everybody says, it was terrible for them because they committed suicide. Yes, it was, but the reality is it's even worse for the ones that are left behind.
Oh, so true, honey. I lost my daughter 2 years ago, and and she was murdered, so I know the feeling of being left behind when she was so young to go.
It's the no
she
answers.
Sends me messages. Huh?
Yeah, it's the no answers and everything as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what?
Scary.
That's very good timing there. I've actually got a message off somebody. They want to know about their daughter.
Okay.
Their daughter was actually murdered. Her birth date was 25th of October, 1955. And she was murdered on the 19th of January. They want to know if they will find out who murdered her by the end of the year.
What state was this in? Do you know? They say.
Damn it, I don't.
Okay,
Hold on.
I feel this is someone that she knew. This is what I'm getting chills on that. Okay. It's very weird when I tune into this person. It's almost like now this sounds so crazy. Either they have two different colored eyes, or one eye is like a lazy eye. Something with the eyes. They're very unique, these eyes. Okay?
Right.
I feel like
Michigan.
Michigan, okay. I feel like this person has difficulty speaking, or maybe stutters. I don't know why. And what I'm being shown with their with their daughter, she was a very kind lady, but she did sometimes. She was a Scorpio, and Scorpios sometimes do speak over and above, and sometimes she may have said something to this person. I feel like this person was really annoying. Very much annoying. I got chills on that one. Wow. It's almost like I feel like I need to say this person lives within, I want to say 2 miles, but I really want to say 2 blocks of where she lived. Okay?
Yep.
I don't know if this person is homeless, but I definitely feel like that they have a lot of issues speaking. Like, in other words, they may stutter, or they may have. It's almost like I feel like they're misunderstood, and they could even be homeless.
Right. Do you actually think that they're going to catch them, though, Janet?
Yes. I also see a bridge. I don't know where they live. I don't know if there's bridges there. I've never been to Michigan. And I'm getting, oh, God, I got chills again. And I'm getting an LL in their name. So it could be the first name, the last name. It could be, I definitely feel it's a male energy. That's what I'm being shown. Right. But I also feel like this person could be incarcerated right now as well.
Right, okay.
Something else. I do feel like this person possibly stole. Well, he stole her life, which is something that was very, very sad. But I'm also seeing this person could have either been drunk or drugged, because it's almost like I feel like they were not aware of what they did. I don't know. I mean, this is what I'm just being shown. Yes, they will catch them. They caught the girl that murdered my daughter as well. I don't think she's gonna ever get out of jail. Because
is she in jail now, Janet?
Yeah, yes. She actually, I'll give you a little synopsis. She was living in her car. My daughter knew her. She was a former family member from way back when. And my daughter felt sorry, let them move in. They drugged her. They robbed her. They ransacked her house. And it seemed like this girl was selling drugs under, my daughter didn't do drugs as far as I know, and they, I had heard from the detective she was selling drugs to an undercover detective in Florida, and they got her. They got the boyfriend. So hopefully she'll never see the little day of light. But that's not going to bring my daughter back.
No.
But,
do you know what, Janet? I've got to say to you, because obviously I know there's a few people I've spoken to over the years that have lost people, kids and stuff from various things. I lost one, but my daughter was only 2 days old. How have you dealt with it? Do you think because you're a psychic and you're spiritual, and not just psychic, but the fact you are spiritual, that you've been able to deal with it easier?
Yes, this is my therapy. I 6 months I didn't, I had to grieve, and I just kind of had to work through it, and I didn't work, I just whatever. I don't even remember those 6 months. I just was mainly, concerned about, that person being, getting her due, the person that murdered my daughter, and I had spoke with the detectives, and because that's in Florida and I'm in New York, but and I had gotten a lot of messages from my daughter on the other side, and I did my own detective work as well, from online, but this what I do now, bringing closure, is my therapy. I love what I do. It's a gift. Because, I don't drink, I don't drug, never drugged. Once in a while I have a glass of wine, but very, very rare. But one thing I did find that did help me a lot was, even though it was things that I might not, I had to unclutter. I had to walk away from situations that I wasn't, how do I say it, that it wasn't coming from a positive energy. So I really had to step away from a lot of people, family members, some friends because I could literally feel what they were going through, and I didn't need any more pain in my life because because sometimes we have to deal with it on our terms. Not on other people's terms, because pain and loss, everybody feels it differently, So after her being gone over 6 months, then I started getting back, into doing my readings and connecting. And I do a lot of fundraisers. I like to help a lot of people because we're all gifted in our own way. I'll give you an example. My daughter that's with me, she's got major kidney problem. In fact, they were talking today that they're going to have to give her dialysis. She had two very major. She was almost on life support twice this year already, so she was touch and go, and I do feel prayer. I believe in prayer. But when I walk up there, there's people, it's a nursing facility, it's local to me, but when I walk up there, I always joke with them, and, and I smile. One lady can't speak, I guess she had a stroke, but she's always arm wrestling with me, and I tell her she's the strongest woman I know, and that makes her happy. Another young lady there, she's in her 90s, and, she thinks she's 65, and she loves the men, and I always say, you're not leaving any for me, Rosie. But I make them laugh. I joke with them when they take their naps. I'm telling them, well, thank you for taking my nap because I don't have time. So you got to bring a little spark to them. There's days I go up there, I'm more tired than them. But, you got to do the right thing, And I love it. And, they had actually even asked me if I would go up there and if I would help out. I don't know which moment of my life I could help out, But they said when you go up there, they laugh. And you got to, laughter is healthy, no matter how hard what we're going through. Every morning I wake up and I say I'm blessed because I died 10 years ago for 14 seconds. So at my age, every moment's a blessing. So if you look at life in a more positive, hey, I'm here for a reason, and whatever your reason is, it might be smiling at your neighbor, it may be, helping somebody, with whatever, opening the door for them. It doesn't have to be monetary. It just has to, sometimes to listen to, just give them an ear. They need that, or a pat on the back. People don't realize little things like that, a hug, it means so much to so many because that connection, that love connection, And sadly, some of these people that are homeless, I remember when I delivered the mail, there was a guy that was homeless, and he was a attractive man. And one day I started talking to him. I pulled over to where I was delivering the mail, and he came out, and I said, "What? You're living on the street. What's your story? And he said he was a banker, I guess. The head of a bank, and he got into booze, and it totally destroyed him. So that was his path, and I mean, he was maybe in his 50s, and I said, well, you can find yourself. He said, I'm too far gone. I said, you're never too far gone.
Exactly.
So, if we give up, then, it's there's no reason to give up. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So,
I know what you're saying.
But, every day's a blessing.
Let me just get Lana on. Hi, Lana.
Yes.
How are you doing, love?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, I go on my rants every so often.
Lana is literally the mum of the one you've just been talking about.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, interesting. So how
did that make sense, Lana?
It kind of did, but not really.
Okay. Have you lost someone? Have you lost someone that you love as well?
No. Lana's the one who we just did a reading for before, remember? Her daughter had been murdered?
No, my sister.
This
sorry,
is
sister,
from Michigan.
Sorry, not daughter, sister.
This is from Michigan.
I'm not that old, Sue.
So you're the lady from Michigan, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So what I shared with you is what I got from Spirit. So that's what I'm being shown. So
okay.
I mean, did they say the cause of? Did they feel she took her own life? No. Okay, because I do feel somebody had. I don't know if she knew them but I definitely feel like this is someone local to somebody that's come in contact with her.
Well, I got questioned by the police on Thursday, and they made it sound like the only way this is going to get solved is if I remember conversations I had with my sister 37 years ago.
Oh, Jesus. That's weird.
Unbelievable. Did they not take the statements 37 years ago asking the very question?
Yeah, really.
I was never questioned. I was never questioned at all.
So why are they bothering you now? Is it just that they're getting loose ends or what?
I got really nasty with them, and I wrote an email and I sent it to a lot of high-powered people.
Okay, so you made them squirm a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad, and I guess they retaliated really bad. By the time they were done with me, and I know that Sue really doesn't like to hear this, but my little voices were going, ha, 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 you got a gun. Why don't you just commit suicide now?
Oh, my God.
I was to that point when I was done with them from the guilt that they put me under.
Oh, no, honey, you don't
by saying that, this is not going to get solved until you remember. I don't know a person that's 60 years old that can remember conversations from 37 years ago.
Well, let me tell you something. If they want to, I don't know if you've ever been regressed, but I will tell you, our mind holds on to everything. I was regressed a few years back about something that happened to me in 1962. If they want to regress you and bring you back to that day of whatever that conversation was, then that would be the only way that I can feel that they may be satisfied. But come on, that's crazy.
I asked them that. I asked them to hypnotize me, and they said no, because it would not hold up in court.
Are they hiding something?
I think
we've had that conversation.
Yeah, I think what they're hiding is they're a load of shit and they need a kick up the ass.
Well, I'm definitely feeling like that. If they're aware, then they got to give you some closure because it's so unfair to you.
Way too long.
My cat is throwing up. I don't know what the hell's wrong with her. Anyway, yeah, I mean that would be the only thing. But I I keep feeling like they are hiding something. So it's something they know, but they're just not sharing it, and that's very
unfair.
unfair.
They can't right now. They can't with me anyway because it's an open case. It's 37 years old.
Wow.
So they can't tell me anything.
Yeah. Well,
that's
like I said, what I picked up, whatever I shared with you, that's what I'm being shown. But this was very weird. It was what I noticed about this person was their eyes. It was almost like I was being shown that they either one eye was a lazy eye or one eye was, have you ever seen people that they, very rare, but some people have two different colored eyes? Very rare.
Yes.
But it definitely has something, that's what I'm being shown. And I feel like this person had difficulty speaking and maybe they stuttered or something. But I don't know if she knew who this person was. Because it's almost like, and this person might not have even been aware. Was anything stolen from her? Do you know?
I have no idea. They killed her 4 times over. That's how much damage they did to her.
Did they stab her?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Ooh. Well, I do
They
feel...
They stabbed her. They stomped on her. They beat her in the head. They did other various things.
Well, I'm feeling it was only one person. I'm not picking it up as being more than one person.
And this person is still alive?
I feel this. Like I said, they may be incarcerated. But they definitely have somebody who had difficulty speaking. They may have had some form of maybe autism or something that that they might not have even been. And I'm not downgrading autism by any means. I think that's I respect everyone that has any type of special needs. I certainly do. I do a lot of fundraisers for them. But it's almost like this is someone who was literally thrown to the wolves, sadly. But I do pick up bridge. I don't know why, but I pick up a bridge. And there's definitely there's an L in their name. So I don't know, 37 years, if they could go back, and that's like going back in history, where they could go and see, certain, or you could probably maybe do it online, just see, who, someone in the area of Michigan who basically, had gotten caught robbing or doing something. But
well, they have her diary. She wrote in her diary every day, and apparently I'm in her diary all over the place, and I don't remember any of the conversations.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, they should make that. If they're going to incriminate or bring you in, they should make you aware of what she wrote.
You'd think. This is Michigan State Police we're talking about.
Well, I don't know. I've never been to Michigan. It's so funny. I have a friend that called me just about a week ago from there. That's so weird. I've never met him, but he's contacted me. I don't know. I know in certain towns, even out here, sadly, there's a lot of corruption, and sadly, and I respect the police. I really do. You get the good ones, and you get the ones that in anything in life, But something with the eyes and the way they couldn't speak, something with stuttering.
And there's an L in their name.
And I'm picking up an LL, 2 L's in their name. It could be the first name, the middle name, the last name. Like my name is Russell, of course. So I have 2 L's in my name. I have 2 S's and 2 L's. But I definitely feel like, but I keep feeling like they've either been in and out of jail or they're incarcerated right now. And this is what 30-something years ago. You said
37.
37. So if they were 30 years old, they were 67. Okay. Did she date much, your sister? You think it could have been maybe somebody she dated? No.
No, not that I know of. But then again, I was 20 years old at the time, so.
Yeah. And how old was she, sister?
She was, when she died, she was 27.
Oh God, she was a baby. Jesus, good Lord. Oof. But I do feel like she knew the person. Or she knew of them. Okay. Did she go to school, or what? I keep feeling like there was something that she was connected with in some way. maybe a club or people she met. I don't know. I feel like she knew this person, but she didn't know this person. If that makes any sense.
Well, it kind of makes sense because she wasn't very personable. I mean, she liked people, but she didn't have friends.
Okay, so
she knew a lot of people, no friends. Does
she
that
wasn't
make sense?
close. Yeah, and I also feel I'm picking up a dog, so I don't know if this person had a dog or they were walking. Did they find her in the woods? Where'd they find her? On the street?
They found her in a basement of her work. She worked at a pet shop in the basement of a building.
The dog.
No, there were no dogs, just a small animal. Yeah,
I know, but I'm being shown animal. A dog is an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It is.
I mean, well, I don't know, but I don't know. I just feel like this might have been somebody maybe wanted some work, but I definitely see the eyes, something with the eyes. Now, if you could check, if you could get back in touch with some, of the people that backtrack, some people that worked with her or whatever, or friends that she had, even her, if she had her, I know you said she had a diary, but if she had a book with addresses and names and everything, I feel like she might have known this person.
Her daughter has that, and her daughter's not talking to me, so.
Well, I feel in the long run, I feel there will be closure. There will be closure.
Okay.
But you can't condemn yourself, Lana, because it has nothing to do with you, my dear. You just want to find, you want to bring her to peace, and I understand that.
Yeah.
See, with my daughter being murdered, I mean, they were living at my daughter's house. So, they robbed from her, and they actually traced how dumb these people are. They stole her cell phone, so they traced every place they went. And the night that my daughter passed, I woke up at 2:30 out of a dead sleep, hearing her scream, "Help me, Mommy, help me." That's when she was going on the other side. But your sister will send you flowers, and I got chills on that one. Your sister will send you flowers and birds. Sometimes you'll take pictures and you'll see orbs, and that. She's around you a lot. She wants to thank you for being you, by the way. You just need to know that.
Okay.
All right, my dear. And let us know,
Thank
please.
you.
Stay in touch. You're so welcome. God bless.
I will.
Speak to you soon, Lana. All
Thank
right,
you.
love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. Yeah, this is, it's sad, especially when it's like there's no closure. That's even worse,
Yeah, definitely.
You wonder.
Yeah.
But this person might have had, because I definitely see a dog around this person. But something with the eyes, it's so weird. That's the first thing that popped out on me. Either a lazy eye, almost like what they call cross-eye, or eyes of two colors. And they might have even worn dark glasses so no one would even see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad. Well, I pray to God that they, look, I wouldn't want to, first of all, just to go through with what this person went through in their own, knowing they took a life. That karma is so bad, It's scary, So we're coming down to another show. How fast it goes.
5 minutes left. That's crazy, isn't it?
I know.
I can't believe how fast it goes.
I know. I watch TV quite a bit. Mostly in the evening, of course. So sometimes it's on all day when I don't even, I'm not even aware of it. It's just noise. But with that pedophile bastard, excuse my language, that murdered, that hurt all those young girls, that just took his own life, supposedly. I don't think he took his own life. I sincerely think that was a hit.
No,
and
you know what? That's quite funny.
And it was a hit from way above, way above, because there was too much.
Is that the Epstein bloke?
Yes, that's who I'm talking about, yeah.
Do you know what? I've just had somebody message me about him, actually. Let me just have a quick look, actually. Yeah.
Because I feel that someone murdered him, and I feel like they said that the guy that, from what I heard on the TV, the guy he was in the cell with had murdered 3 or 4 other people prior. But I sincerely don't think that he hung himself. I think he was dead before they put him on the noose.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I can't actually read it because I'm in the UK and it won't let me read. But it does say, I'm looking at the link, and it says 2 guards suspended, warden resigned after Epstein death.
Sure, it was an inside job. Oh, don't worry, they got paid off very well. Yeah, supposedly they were supposed to see him every half hour, and they didn't. And but you know what? It all goes to the top. So things happen where we have no control, and it's very, very sad. But the bottom line is they will be caught. And it's sad for the people that he hurt. Because they have closure that he's over, but they don't have the closure of standing there, saying, "Look what you did to my life." But I'm certainly sure with the records that they're opening up and all, they were doing something, from what I understand. I don't know all the details. There's going to be a lot of names bouncing around, big names that are in the news already. That's what I feel.
Well, I think, let's face it, I think the trouble was he was made to shut up before he said too much.
Well, I think they already got his too much.
Yeah.
Between you and me. Yeah. And, they knew he was going to be in jail forever. So, did you just send me something here?
I did. So. I sent you the link for it. So
okay.
I'll let you have a read of that. So,
yeah, I will.
Well, Janet, I'm going to love you and leave you, as they say.
Okay. And it was a pleasure.
Of course. And then we will speak again on Tuesday. Oh, and I've also got a psychic medium on a pet psychic, actually.
Oh, good.
On Thursday's show. So if anybody's got any pictures of dogs, of their cats, or anything, by all means, give me an email, asksueshow@gmail.com. I'm really looking Shelley Hofberg.
Oh, I've heard of her. I think I may even know her. I don't know. The name sounded so familiar to me.
Yeah,
she's from New York, isn't she?
I think she's around there. I don't know. I think so.
That name is so familiar.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it'll be an interesting show. Today went by so fast, but, when we spend our time, we're all over the place, but it goes by so fast.
Exactly.
All right, my dear, have a blessed day.
Well, you look after yourself anyway.
Hope your ankle's better, and I'll talk to you next week.
All right, then, Janet. Thanks ever so much, darling.
God bless.
All right, speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Bye.
And I want to thank Janet for coming on to the show today. I want to thank Chrissy and also Marco. Thank you very much for calling the show. Thank you very much to all the listeners, all the people who have called in for readings today. If you didn't manage to get a reading, do me a favour. Email now, asksueshow@gmail.com. Put your phone number in, and we will book you in for next week. If you email in, we'll guarantee to get you on the show next week. Only if you email in, asksueshow@gmail.com. Give us an email in. Also, make sure you follow me on Blog Talk Radio, so then you won't miss any of the shows. You'll actually get a notification via email. And also, don't forget to go to Ask Sue Official on YouTube. I've got all the different things on there, videos and all sorts, various shows on there as well. So by all means, join us on there. And also the Facebook pages. We've got Ask Sue Radio Show, so it's facebook.com/Ask Sue Radio Show, and also facebook.com, and that's Ask Sue Psychic Readings, okay? All of that is on the Ask Sue Radio Show page, so we'll put all them links literally straight up after the show. Is that okay? And also the website, asksue.co.uk. Going to be doing quite a few various different shows coming up in the next few weeks, so keep an eye on that. And I will speak to you all very, very soon. Very quickly as well, if you're listening from the UK, don't forget to have a look at my daughter's page, Beauty Haven with Kim. I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Have a great night, and I will speak to you in the next few days. And don't forget the Best Psychic on Thursday. Speak to you all soon. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.